If you own an old Acura TSX like me, you're probably no stranger to the fact that the armrests, for some reason, turn to rock. I don't know how or why, but it seems like the padding just doesn't exist in the armrest. It's just leather over hard plastic, which is not comfortable, especially when you have very bony, skinny arms like myself. So, what we're going to be doing today, or over the course of several days, but just split up through video, is taking the armrest off, taking the leather off, and then putting some new foam behind it. I bought a roll of foam on the internet. It's I don't know how many feet long it is. However, it is 5 inches in width, and that is the perfect width for the armrest. So, without further ado, let's dig in. So another thing that becomes evident when the padding disintegrates on the inside of these armrests is there's a plastic molding dimple right here. So if you're looking at the interior of a TSX, you can always tell that it has this problem just by seeing the little dimple. It's like my armrest has a nipple. So, getting started. I don't really know how this comes out. I haven't looked it up online. But I can see that there's 2 screws right here, so let's take those out and see what happens. That was for the inner armrest tray. The more you know. We'll put that down. Alright, so there's 2 screws here. These are probably the right ones. It was. Cool. So, now we'll get this off. The tutorial I saw, you have to push it like this, and then in order to get the pad to pop off of this, you stick, most people are using a screwdriver. I have trim tools, so let's see if I can get it off. Push it up till I feel it click. Finally. Yeah, now I can just slide the rest off. There we go. I think I'll give a little breakdown of how the armrest works in this car. So there's this metal part here on the bottom part of the armrest, and it has these 2 rails, and then there is 2 plastic rails which you need to bend to get out of the metal rails on the inner part of this armrest. So when you get it to pop up, you're getting one of these rails to pop their corner off of the metal rail, and then you slide it the rest of the way off, or you can just pop it at a different corner to pop it off. Alright, so on the armrest, now we'll start taking it apart. So there's these 6 screws in here. Now we have these 2 screws up here. Start to try that. Now that we have the armrest pad away from the rest of the armrest, we can start to heat it up to try removing the adhesive. So with the help of my sister's hairdryer, which Alright, so that heated it up a good bit. Now we can attempt to start peeling it back using a little tiny screwdriver. Yeah, this adhesive is gross. Yeah, look at that. This is gross. It's all sticky and disgusting too. Now I have scraped enough of the old adhesive off that I'm able to cut out some new foam, mock it up, see how much I need for the armrest. So this foam is adhesive-backed, so just pull it up and put it on like a big sticker. Cool. Now we can trim around the edges, get it lined up pretty perfectly. Let's see if the leather still fits underneath. Ugh, over top. Looks good. So welcome back. It's been quite a few days. Took some time off from this project because I broke the latch off of the armrest and then had to disassemble it on how to do stuff. But luckily, my friend Kyle, I'll shout him out in the description, sent me a new latch. Supposed to be overnight, and then FedEx kept pushing it back because FedEx is FedEx. So I'll be installing a new latch today. Despite having the same parts number, the Acura part, to, I guess, give it a higher end feel, has a little thing of felt on it. And the Honda part, the new latch, does not. So we'll just transplant that little velvet strip. Alright, then this piece right here, we'll just screw the new latch in. Yeah, the new latch is gray and the old one has turned black over the years, so I'd advise buying both latches at once, but alright, now we can get back to reassembling the armrest. So, I'm going to put the metal bracket back on this piece. Now you're going to slide in the part that says SDA to the back, faces the back. These are the 4 round top silver screws. They go in pretty easy. They thread into this piece that goes in the back. And then they all kind of sandwich together with these screws. Cool, so that's all back together. We have the new latch in. Now we'll get to gluing this in place. For this I'm using general purpose 3M spray adhesive. I've taken the leather off of the armrest and I've flipped it inside out so I can spray adhesive around the edge of the armrest leather and the edge of the armrest itself. So let's get to work. I sprayed adhesive on both the leather and the armrest material. So now I've let adhesive dry. It's tacky, it should work well for this. When it's facing forward and there's these 2 little studs right here, that's forward, and then there's the mini tabs on the armrest leather. These mini tabs are the front, they face the front. So you can orient it properly for when you're doing the final application.
So you can kind of just line up the little tabs with where the tabs used to be before you pulled off the old adhesive. It's pretty easy. On this side I've gotten all the tabs in here, and I've done the corners and then done the edge pieces about halfway. Now I'm going to focus on the other side and work outwards again. This is just to make sure that it stretches out right with the foam, and it looks to be coming along really well. So now that we have the upholstery finished gluing back on, and we have our finished result of the top part of the armrest with its padding back in, we can start to reassemble the armrest. So this plastic piece has these two little holes for screws at the front, and then there's these two little studs at the front, and there's less of a lip here than there is back here. So you just put that on, and then we can take the two screws that go in right here, and we can screw those in to keep this piece in place. So past that point we have 6 studs right here to put screws in, and then there's this plastic piece that goes for the railings, the metal railings on this piece. That's what slides in. This one, there's this little lip here that it's kind of smooth here, but this lip back here fits into this groove here, and you can tell the piece is supposed to go that way. So now that we have that, we can put these 6 screws in. Alright, so now we have the top piece back together, and we can fit it into the bottom piece. Be careful not to break the latches like I did when I was disassembling it. Now we just go ahead and we slide this thing back in to the rest of the armrest. Should be pretty straightforward, just gotta line up little tracks. Boom. Alright, now that we're back in the car, we can put the armrest back on. So, you're just going to line it up with this bracket. This bracket's pretty strong, so you can put some pressure up against it. Alright, now we're done. Came together really well. So, if you like this video and it helped you, or you think it could help somebody else, please share. And if you want to see more tutorials of me doing random stuff to my car, please subscribe. I don't know what else to say, but thanks for watching.